President Obama has been informed by the Homeland Security Office that this is taking place. The president is keeping up to date about this. And you said that part of the Navy Yard had been evacuated. What about the neighborhood you're standing in, Brian?
Well, there's a heavy police presence, and they're blocking off the roads here in this neighborhood, Carol, but you can still walk freely in this general area. But down the street on M Street, that way, to my left, to your right, there's a heavy blockade, heavy police presence down there. No traffic getting through, only some pedestrian traffic, and we believe that's going to probably be restricted as well.
You know, I used to work in Washington, live in Washington. It seems so unusual to me that a gunman could create this kind of havoc at a U.S. military facility.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of it happening before, Brian?
I'm sorry, Carol, I missed that question. Could you repeat it, please?
No, I was just saying that this is so unusual because this is such a heavily secured military facility. I worked in Washington for many years. I'd never heard of such a thing happening.
Well, we haven't either in this area, Carol. This is the first time we've seen something like this, at least in many, many years now. Of course, you remember the Fort Hood shooting in 2009, where that was a member of the service who was convicted eventually of doing that shooting. So, you know, we're not going to speculate as to who the shooter might be, but we can only say that this is an area of very heavy security. You have to have a clearance to get in here. You have to have ID to get in this facility. I believe your vehicle has to have some identification, or else you're not allowed on it. I have to talk over the helicopter here. This is home to the Chief of Naval Operations, this base. It's a very old base in Washington, and so because of the level of command that exists in this base, you have to have just high clearance to get into this base. So again, not speculating as to who this shooter might be, but that's something that we're going to be finding out, I'm sure, in the coming hours.